Hi, I'm Julian Frost, N3JF, your Ham Radio Sensei. Onegaishimasu. 2022 marked the return of the Dayton Hamvention to the Greene County Fair and Expo Center in Xenia, Ohio. This was the 70th anniversary of the Hamvention and was labeled as the Reunion. Ham Radio Outlet was there, of course, and I walked the Hamvention halls to see what was there. In this video, I spoke with Jack Nilsson of COMPACTenna.
I've been asked to give a brief description of this new patented technology. My name is Jack Nilsson, Dr. Jack. My education is dual-fold in physics, mathematics, and medicine. A multi-patented inventor on revolutionary antenna technology. This is the latest. This is COMPACTenna. This was all started, Julian, because people needed something. They needed a reasonable or good performance antenna that was short so that they could get in and out of parking garages. Well, the problem is when you take a standard antenna technology and you shorten it, all kinds of terrible things happen. You decrease the efficiency, you decrease the bandwidth, the gain, of course, goes way down. There's all kinds of problems that occur. So in a vision, I came up with something that was a totally different way of doing it. It has what I call a magnetic field resonator in it, built of foil, not wire, but foil, in a monofiller Tesla-like coil. What does that all mean? What it means is that I knew that to make a short antenna work well, like this 7.5-inch tri-band antenna, what you needed to do was you needed to take first the loss of the matching systems. You needed to decrease that loss. Put the matching system into the construct of the antenna itself. Next, that construct actually resonates. That's where the magnetic field resonator comes from. You see, it has both a strong electric and a magnetic field. And then, in addition to that, by the way it is built, it winds up with what is called a diverse electromagnetic field. What does that mean? That means it's elliptical polarization. So the bottom line is you can actually make a short antenna with good bandwidth, 2 meter, 440, 220, whatever the case may be, and you have much better than expected performance, particularly when you are non-line of sight, which is 99% of the time. You're capturing the flip-flop of the polarization in the obstructed world with multipath, you see? So although the very long antenna will have a slight edge when you're on top of a mountain and you're purely line of sight, in every other circumstance, this equals it and actually exceeds the performance. So when you're down and you get off that mountaintop and the high gain antenna has a peak signal up there, your peak signal will be in this area, but the great signal of that high gain antenna will drop down to here. It'll go up and down, whereas this one smooths it out, decreases flutter. So once that was developed, it came in two versions, the dual band, the tri-band, 7.5-inch antenna. There was a request for it to be developed for land mobile radio. Now this was quite a feat. This actually covers a very broad VHF portion of land mobile radio, also with an NMO connector standard on it. So you're talking 136 to 174, 380 to 512, 760 up to 750 to 960. So all of those broad bands for police, fire, sheriff, ambulance, federal government, commercial communication, all of that. The Scan 3 is similar. It is for scanner radio, very broadband, very high performing. Then the question was, well, if you've got that for mobile and it's working great for us, can you do it in a base station? Well, there are ground plane adapter kits out there. They typically have radios that go straight out. Well, Julian, when you're looking at the VHF, UHF band, you need to look at 2 meter, 220, 440, etc. You need to look at SWR, you need to look at pattern, elevation coordinate pattern, and you need to look at gain. When they're straight out like that, they're good here, not so good there. Good here, bad here. So this is not brilliant, but it's clever. I perfected the ground plane adapter kit. Also USA made, everything USA made, very competitive in pricing. You put the 2 meter 440 plus, handles a little bit more power than the 7.5 inch, a little bit more gain. You put this in an attic on the ground plane or up on your chimney, you have an amazing performance base station antenna that's very, very inconspicuous, very small, very durable. Debuting here today is the 2 meter 440 microbeam, which essentially incorporates everything that I just said with an optimized full wave reflectors. And essentially what you have here, instead of having like all the other guys, antenna engineers, you've got either two coaxial feeds for 440 and 2 meter, or a single feed with a diplexer, and then you got to tune the 440 and tune the 2 meters. This is plug and play, ready to go, 2 meter and 440, because again, it's using the magnetic field resonator, the monofiller Tesla light coil. Lastly, and thank you for your time, and I appreciate you doing this, there's HF. For HF, we've got $99 antenna. You can't lose. This is 20 meters at 20 inch. Now hold on for a minute. 20 inch antenna at 20 meters, that's impossible. Actually not, because it's much different. On my website, show other people that use the antenna to show they're talking around North and South America with this. It's a simple 3H24 CB style mount, simple magnet mount. You can use it for POTA on a vehicle. I don't officially recommend it for the vehicle going down the road, only because I can't control how sturdy the mount people put on it. If they use a sturdy mount and it's professionally done, well, that should be good. But certainly for campgrounds, POTA, whatever, it's so plug and play and inexpensive. And it's crazy incredible, Julian, that it works as well as it does. It's all about the magnetic field resonator. For home, either attic or in the backyard, listen, you may have a shortened monopole that works pretty well, but then you still need these long radials, some of them like 36 of them, 30 feet long. Again, a new technology. Use sheeting again. It shows in the instructions, you put this like on a large cookie sheet at the corner, you use standard kitchen aluminum foil, bring it out 8 feet. If it's in your backyard, you can put mulch on it. You're using capacitive coupling to planet Earth, to the groundwater, etc. This allows you now not only a small antenna, but a small ground plane. It's crazy incredible how well it works for 20 inches. Sure, if you have a full-size, 3-element Yagi up at 250 feet, where only the very smallest signals are going to come through, yeah, that's better. But what a solution for the attic or backyard or POTA or that kind of thing. Inexpensive, American-made plug and play. Same thing for shortwave and CB. There's no difference.